Hello, my name is Tuppence, and my family's surname is Dewar, and we've traveled from Scotland to Canada to the Portland, Oregon area. Today I'd like to make Caledonian crepes. To begin with, the very first thing is the porridge, and it takes the longest, so we'll start with it. So I'm making a half batch of it. So I have 1½ cups water, a ½ cups oats, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to bring that to a boil. The second thing I'm going to do is get my crepe batter together. And I always dump all the dry ingredients in first. I have a ½ cup of oats, a ½ cup of flour, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Then I have 1 egg that I've already mixed, and 2 tablespoons of melted butter. You want to take your whisk and start whisking in some milk. You may not need all of the milk. I have 3/4 of a cup here. I actually had the privilege of living in the Fife area of Scotland and got to meet one of the winners of the Golden Spurtle. His name is Neil Robertson, and I have one of his handmade spoons, he calls them. That's his Spurtle. But I'm waiting because I'm going to use a regular spoon because I want to win one that has the thistle on the top from Bob's. And the next step of my recipe is to toast some oats, and I've got a ½ cup of oats, and I'm going to put them on the heat. The next step is to make the brittle. So you put a pan on, and I have a ½ cup of sugar. And as you get more and more caramel, just start stirring the sugar in. Now I'm going to add the toasted oats into that. Give it a stir, and I'm going to spread it on a piece of parchment paper. And my crepes are going to be made with 1/4 of a cup of batter for each one, and let it cook until it's dry on the top side, and then I always turn it over and cook it for 30 seconds, 40 seconds on the other side. And then just slide that off, and you continue doing that until you've done all 8 of them. Plating couldn't be any easier. You take one of your crepes and a spoonful of porridge, spread it around, and I'm using a Bing cherry conserve that I made. Top it with Greek yogurt. Take your brittle and sprinkle it on top, and there you have Caledonian crepes.